Hi everyone, today's topic is the divine architect. So, what is the divine architect? Why the divine architect? It's because we have also some new beautiful souls joining today. I'll give a little intro and then I'll explain. And what we're doing every Wednesday is we do a 30-minute of a bit of teaching and then journeying through an aspect of the alchemical flame. That's the process that I termed. And the alchemical flame is the center of it is the alchemical flame, or the inner flame that is in each of us. You can imagine it as a flame or a spark inside of your chest. And if you'd rather have it somewhere else in the body, that's fine. It's your center, and it's also the point of connection between the body and your spirit and the divine. So this flame is in this system used for healing, used to just remember who we are. And even if you can't see or feel a flame, you can always imagine that there was one, and if there was a flame, what would it be like? And you can also perhaps look for something that is smaller that will start the flame. There's always a divine spark in each of us, and that's the center. Then the flame works in the 5 realms of the alchemical flame, and there is the heart realm, which is about beliefs and feelings, soul wounds. There is the shadow realm, which is about old trauma, generational, ancestral stuff, past life issues. And there is the magical realm, which is literally where we playing with co-creating our reality, perhaps healing our body, perhaps finding something about our purpose, or about anything that you wonder about in your life, why something is happening or how to change something. We're moving between times, we're moving between dimensions, so space and time is just a vehicle in the magical realm. Then there is the realm that I call Da'ath, which is a Hebrew word from the Kabbalah, or from the Tree of Life. It's the hidden sphere on the Tree of Life. There are 10 spheres on the Tree of Life, and this is the 11th one that is not always shown, but it is the bridge that connects the upper realms to the lower realms. And so we'll spend some time there today, and that's where in fact we'll meet this thing that is called the divine architect. And then there is the divine realm, which is just the highest expression of our vibration, and it isn't, none of the realms is, you can float in either one, but there's also work to do, just at different levels in each realm if you want to make change. So this is up to us always. The divine architect is a pattern that today we'll explore in relation to karmic and dharmic paths in our life. And you can start thinking even now about anything that you can identify in your life that is a repeat pattern of maybe self-sabotage, something that feels stuck, that no matter what you try, it comes back. You know, maybe there's something in relationship where you're aware, or maybe you're not aware. You're just aware that you're not happy, but you're not aware of the mechanics of why you're not happy. But maybe there is something that is making you feel like it happens over and over. Maybe why am I always the one who gives? Why am I always the one who is not being seen? You know, that or something else. Maybe it's something about the workplace, which always, it's interesting in all different areas of life, in health, in the workplace, in relationship, it's really always about relationships, but mostly it's about relationships between us and the divine, and relationships between us and ourselves. And so just start to maybe bring up something that has been bothering you for a long time, and it puts you sort of in a loop or in a place of stuckness. And then from a karma versus dharma path, just to explain the terms, although they are fairly known, the karmic is associated with loops. It's the path of life or lives that we go through over and over. It's the path of learning through mistakes and learning through struggle. And when we learn something, it will keep on showing up and showing up and showing up until we change, or until we decide that we learned the lesson and there is some level of acceptance in us about it. Something shifts, and then the learning is embedded, and then we perhaps don't have to learn it again. And then there is the dharmic path, which is associated more with aligning. So maybe the karmic is more about learning through struggle or through challenge, and the dharmic can be also challenging, but it is more through alignment, through co-creation of your life, where you are aware that there is more clarity, there is more understanding of purpose, of the divine aspect of you, and there's less struggle. Is one better than the other? Not necessarily. There are different experiences, and you get to choose. That's where our will, our power to choose is always there. What the architect pattern does, what the divine architect is, although we might see it as a being, it's not really an external being. It is a pattern, I'd say, mostly of clarity and alignment that rises from within us when it's activated. So it's not something that we need to create, it's already in us. We're waking it up. And you can think of it as a, what is it called? Tuner, this thing in music that resonates on a certain vibration. When you hit it on a desk and it resonates, it will help you align with that vibration, with that frequency. And so it helps us bring ourselves into frequencies that resonate with our divine nature and with our life purpose. It's also like a compass in that it creates clarity, and it helps us organize. That's the architect part of it. It helps us organize in a different way, so that we don't have to be dragged or to feel dragged into loops of something that happens over and over, and we feel out of control and powerless to change it. And so we will play with that pattern today. We will experience what it's like to get some clarity, and to also know that we are able to choose. We are able to choose between these paths, and sometimes they converge and sometimes they diverge.